Hola mi gente, Joe Barreto back with you at the Credit Card Connection. I'm so glad you can join me. Well, mi gente, no one that I know likes to admit when they've made a mistake. When you make a mistake, you look around to see if anybody else saw you make the mistake, right? But mi gente, I'm here to tell you today to come out just full transparency. Lord knows in this space, I've made mistakes. So today I'm going to tell you about a number of mistakes in no particular order, but these are things that I have done even this past weekend, which is what gave me the idea to put this video together. Today, as I go to record, it's October 15th. And this weekend, I'm going to tell you about something I did that I'm going to just tell you now what not to do. So if that sounds good to you, mi gente, do me a favor, check out the referral links below, hit that like and subscribe. Let's jump into it and do me a favor. Let me know in the comments if at any point you have done any of these things that I'm pleading with you not to do. Okay, mi gente? Let's jump into it. And I have notes here, so forgive me. But here we go. First thing is chasing subs. In this credit card space, sub hunting is when you see a credit card come out that has 100,000 points that you can get with $5,000 spent. And that sounds great because everybody else on YouTube is telling you how they were able to travel to the Maldives, to Europe, to Africa on lie flat seats, on Etihad with a standing bar and the whole nine. And you're like, you know what? I can do that, right? I could do that. Your boy here earlier this year opened up a Delta card, a Delta Business Gold that had 90,000 miles attached, easy enough spend to get. I think it was 5,000. When was the last time I flew Delta? Never. I've never flown Delta, guys. I went and got the card because it was a high offer. I see a lot of people using Delta, and the allure just sucked me in. That was one of the stupidest things I did. I met the spend, but guess what, guys? There's still a balance on that card that I'm still responsible for. So there goes that great points earning for me because there's still a balance on that card. And it doesn't show up on my personal side because it's a business card, but that still doesn't matter. I should have known better. And along those lines, I'm going to hit you with another one. The next one is applying for cards that I don't need. That's one of them. The second one I just did this weekend. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. This isn't a clickbait video. This is the actual truth. This weekend, I applied for and got the longest credit card name in the credit card space, which is the Citi Advantage Platinum Select credit card. That's a lot to say that it's a $95 Citibank card for American Airlines. The greatest thing about this card was that the online offer is 50,000, but you were able to find one through different links for 80,000 miles. And instead of spending 3,500 to get those miles, you only had to spend 1,000. That's an easy get, right? Great, great card. Everybody that has it says, yo, you could take this card and then product change it, to the executive card from American Airlines. And I'm like, that sounds great. Guys, last time I flew American Airlines was in 2004, 21 years ago. What am I doing? What am I doing? But because everybody else had it and everybody else said it was a good card, and because I like to come here and tell you what's good and what's bad, I went and got the card. I haven't even used it yet. But again, it was a dumb mistake. It was stupid on my part. The allure of just chasing the cards for the sub was there. I got it, but it's like a punch in the face. Okay. They gave me a huge credit line, great for utilization rates, but I still got to meet the spend on this card. And when the heck am I going to fly American when usually I fly United because the hub where I live in Newark is a United hub? Big mistake, guys. Next, let's keep this moving. Opening up zero APR cards for 15 months, 21 months, 18 months, from Amex to Wells Fargo to Citi to you name it. There are cards out there that give you that grace period, and it sounds great, right? 0% entrance. And then there's no uh, fee if you transfer a balance too. Man, that sounds great. And the interest rate I have on that card right now is 27%, but I could put it to zero and pay it off in 12 to 15 months. Tell me how successful I've been at that, guys. I've done it a few times, but sometimes they've come to bite me in the butt when real life punches you in the face and a bill comes up that you weren't expecting, or a change at work happens that you weren't expecting, or the money you were waiting to get into your account didn't come in time and it has to sit there and accrue interest. So getting those zero APR cards and not paying them off in full in the time span that they've given you is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. As a matter of fact, this past weekend, I was talking to my man Sledge from Sledging Team, and we were talking about the Robinhood Gold Card, and he just got accepted for it. And I looked at the interest rate, and the interest rate was 28.9 to 31.9. Having Sleds tell me then, that's a card that you can never, ever, ever, I could show you the text, never, ever, ever leave a balance on. That is like gangster interest. That is just ridiculousness. But that's what happens when you just let your guard down and apply for cards all willy nilly. We're going to keep on moving, guys. The next one. This kind of goes along the lines of the first couple I mentioned, but these hit me the hardest. To get the latest and the greatest, right? So if you mention American Express, a lot of people are going to tell you, yeah, the platinum is king, and I have the platinum here, right? The new mirror finish platinum card, great card, right? Not a problem. I'm not complaining about this card. I'm going to complain about the gold and the gold business cards. They just didn't work for me. The gold card came in at $325. I tried it twice. I cut it up live one time last year. And then I tried it again because I was able to get more points. But the card didn't work for me. But everybody swears that it's the latest and the greatest, right? Same with the business gold. The multipliers for what you could use it for business never coded for me in this space. Social media and different things that I was using, they said it didn't code for them. So I'm paying 375 for that card for what? So chasing cards that just, on paper look good and other people might, it might work for them, doesn't mean that it's going to work for you necessarily. And that's what I had to find the hard way, because I had to get those cards and then downgrade them, and then the gold outright cancel it because I wasn't using it and there was no other downgrade. I have a green card already. There was no other option for me. So that's a huge mistake I made, because guys, what ends up happening is you open up one card that's 695 and the other one is 895 and the other one is 795 and the other one is 395, and then you throw in some $95 cards because you think they're a great bargain, and then you're overwhelmed, which is going to lead me to this. Opening up too many cards at once and not making this, being able to make the spend requirements on that card. So about a year ago, I remember telling you guys, I applied for three cards. There was the American Express Business Gold, it was the United Business Card, and it was the Wells Fargo Autograph. I needed to make spend requirements on those cards, in addition to one that I hadn't finished from the Inc. Business Cash, I believe. Guys, it was $23,000 that I had to figure out how to make the spend requirements in 6 months. I didn't know what to do anymore. I was looking for places to spend. And what happens is, when you don't have a card that is used the way it was intended. In other words, if I know I have a specific business that's going to give me these perks and benefits and protections, let me use that one card, put the spend on it, and then pay it off in time. Fine. But when you're trying then to meet those subs from various cards at once, and then you find out that, oh my God, it's $23,000. So in addition to meeting the spend, now you also have to pay that spend back. And that's a huge problem, guys. A lot of people don't like to talk about that. They like to talk about, hey, I just made this great, spend on this card and I got these points and I was able to use this and that. And I went in incognito mode and got this card for 200,000. We've all done it and it's a great get. But then reality punches you in the face once again when you have to pay back that 23,000 in a short window of time because they all hit at the same time. So it wasn't like you did one card now and another card 6 months from now when you already paid that bill off. No, you have reoccurring bills going on in addition to your regular bills at home, your daily bills. No one likes to talk about the dark side of these things. No one likes to talk about the negatives, right? It's always a smile and a, oh, look where I'm at, and a selfie on a beach. But the reality is, if you're not careful, you can do major damage to yourselves, guys. Your scores will take a hit. Your credit history will take a hit because you have to start canceling cards. You're going to get higher interest rates because then your utilization rate may be, out of whack for you. I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I'm being honest with you. I literally, as I did this weekend, even with the Rakuten card that I opened up, there you go again. I got the Rakuten card again because I was able to get it with no hard inquiry through Sledge's way of doing it, shutting down TransUnion and so on. Check out Sledge for that. But again, do I shop enough at Rakuten? The holidays, maybe. The rest of the year, not really, right? But in my head, I was like, yo, that's a great get. I'm going to go get that one right now. It's going to be excellent, right? So, guys, take it from me, the guy who has all these credit card things behind me, Mr. Wepa Man himself, Mr. Hola Mi Gente. I've made a ton of mistakes. And I want you to know I'm here to own up to every single one of them. I don't want you guys to commit those same mistakes because I don't want you guys to stress it, to suffer. That's not what this is all about. But I needed to be real with you guys. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. So, mi gente, as always, I thank you for being here. But more than anything else, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, take care. And remember, don't do what I did. All right? I appreciate you. Take care.